So every day we use it. We can't imagine our life without it. Some are willing to commit crimes for it, while others go to the office every day for it. What is it? Of course, money. The history of money is fascinating, and we're sure there's a lot you didn't know before. Before money, people mostly used barter. In different regions of the world, various things served as money. For example, in the Pacific Islands and among some tribes in South America, shells and pearls served as money. In some countries, large horned cattle or furs of valuable animals were used as a means of payment. In Mexico, they paid with cocoa beans, and in Norway, with butter. In Nigeria, they paid with salt, and in the territory of modern Angola, with beer. Gradually, the role of money shifted to metals. Initially, these were metallic objects: arrowheads, spearheads, nails, tools. Over time, metal ingots began to be used as money: silver, bronze, copper. But it was very inconvenient because each time the ingots had to be weighed and their purity determined. To prevent counterfeiting, metal began to be stamped over time. This is how minted coins and mints appeared. The word coin originated from the name of the ancient Roman goddess Juno. Moneta is an epithet of Juno, meaning a forewarner or advisor. Since the first mint for coinage was organized near the temple of Juno Moneta, the money itself got the name coins from here. The first paper money appeared in China, of course, in 910 AD. Why, of course? Because paper had already been invented here, along with the first printing press. The initial paper money was printed on sheets of reed paper in A4 format, confirming that the owner of the sheet had a certain amount of money. Europe saw its first paper money in the 17th century in Sweden, called the dollar. It emerged because local authorities urgently needed a large loan, and the head of the Stockholm Bank ordered the printing of money on paper. In the United States, paper money appeared much earlier than the dollar in 1690. At that time, in the Massachusetts colony, now the state of Massachusetts, paper banknotes with denominations ranging from 2 to 10 pounds were issued. These notes were needed for a military expedition to Canada and were mainly used to pay soldiers' salaries. The next stage involved the deliberate printing of banknotes by banks. The first central bank in the world was the Bank of Sweden, founded in 1668. In England, the first typographic printing of checks began in 1717. Much later, in 1830, the first checkbooks were introduced in the same country. The first bank cards appeared in America. They were credit cards, but not yet bank-issued. In 1914, some stores and restaurants began issuing such cards to customers for payment. This practice aimed to tie the customer to the establishment, later evolving into customer loyalty programs. The initial cards were made of cardboard. In the 1920s, cards from clean stores and restaurants transitioned to dirty gas stations, giving rise to gas cards. Material changes followed, and in 1928, the Boston-based company Farrington Manufacturing released the first metal cards with embossed personal data. With the advent of bank cards and electronic payment systems, people found it increasingly convenient to conduct their financial transactions. However, this is when electronic money comes into play. Created through blockchain technology, Bitcoin opened the doors to a world of decentralized, secure, and anonymous financial operations in 2009. Since then, thousands of altcoins have emerged, each with its unique purpose and technology. Cryptocurrencies have become a kind of bridge between traditional and digital finances. So from barter to digital tokens, the history of money continues its fascinating development. Subscribe to our channel to be the first to learn new and interesting facts about history and the present.